So, I recently did a video about how much I made in my first month of being monetized on YouTube, and I also included the steps that you need to go through in order to actually get paid. What I found out in the comments is that I was not the only one who did not know how to do that because nobody was talking about it. In fact, I had to look it up and figure out those steps myself. So what I'm going to do in this video is review that process, and then on the other side, I'm going to answer the most frequently asked questions about this process. See you on the other side. Getting monetized on YouTube was an absolute Christmas blessing for me. It actually happened on Christmas Day. But what I came to realize is that getting monetized was really only the first step through a whole process that we need to go through before YouTube pays us a cent. Just because I was monetized, and yes, I was starting to make money, but I wasn't going to get paid that money until I went through the next steps. So, what has to happen after you have been monetized? First, you need to set up your Google AdSense account. You will either create a new AdSense account or you can just use an existing one. You can get paid from multiple channels on the same AdSense account. I have included the URL for you. This is the account that deals with all of the money, where YouTube sends the money and then it's dispersed to the payment system that you set up. And it's so important that you use real, accurate personal information, and we'll get to that as to why later. The next step is you need to turn your ads on. And this is actually a manual process. You're going to basically just click a button that says, yes, I want the ads on. Just because you've been approved for monetization does not automatically mean that they're going to place ads for you. You have to click a certain button that says, yes, you want to turn the ads on for the videos that you already have and for future videos that are going to be uploaded onto your channel. And if you are making videos that are about 8 minutes or longer, it's really important that you choose mid-roll ads. All of this can be done in YouTube Studio, and I was really happy to see that there's a tutorial in there on how to do all of this. But to be honest with you guys, I also utilized ChatGPT and followed the steps that ChatGPT gave me, and I found that very helpful. Step 3 is you are going to be given a PIN number, but they will not send this PIN number to you until you've earned at least $10. Once you've reached that $10 threshold, then step 4 is unlocked. They will send you a PIN number in the mail. It will take about 2 to 4 weeks for this letter to show up in your mailbox, and it goes to your mailing address. So this is why I was saying it's really important that you use your real information, because you do not want that PIN number going anywhere else except to your mailing address. Because if you don't supply the PIN number that they send to you, you will not get paid. Once you receive that letter in the mail with your PIN, and it really is about the size of a large postcard, then log into your AdSense account, enter the PIN number, and what that means now is that they verified that this PIN number has gone to the correct address, that you truly do live where you say you do, and now your address is verified. Step 6 is that now they need to verify your banking information. So what they will do is give you the opportunity to enter your banking details. You get to choose which payment method you want. You can have it direct deposited into one of your bank accounts. You can use PayPal. You can confirm what currency you want. And then YouTube is going to send you a certain amount under $1, like 1 cent to 99 cents. And that will take a couple of days for it to show up in your bank account. When it shows up, then you go back into your AdSense account and tell them what amount was sent to you, and that will have verified your bank details. So now that your address is verified and now that your banking information is verified, all you need to do is step 7, which is reach that $100 US threshold. Once you hit $100, then YouTube will start putting the money that you've earned directly into the payment method of your choice. YouTube pays out once a month around the 21st to the 26th of the month, and that money lands in your bank account 1 to 3 days later. So I hope that shows you that being monetized does not mean that you're getting paid yet. It means that YouTube has approved your channel to eventually earn ad revenue. Okay, let's get to some frequently asked questions within the comments of that video. Number 1 was, do I have to turn ads on for each video, or can I do it all at once? The answer is you can do either or. So I didn't have very many videos, so I just did one at a time. But there is a way that you can do all of them at once. And I did a couple of slides for this. First of all, you need to go into your YouTube studio and then scroll over onto the left and you'll see content. Click on that and you will have a whole display of all the videos. Go to this box here where it says video, click on it so that all of your videos have check marks. Then go over to the edit section and scroll down to monetization. When you click on that, it'll ask you if you want to turn the ads on for the pre-existing videos that you have. From here on out, every time you upload a new video, you will be given that screen that looks like this, where it asks you if you want to monetize your ads on this video that you're uploading, and do you want to make them mid-roll. Another way you can turn your ad on for an individual video is go to the same area in YouTube Studio, go to Content, go to the one video that you want to apply this to, and look for the dollar sign like shown here. Click on it, and this window will pop up asking you if you want to monetize the ads going on this video or not. And again, it will ask you, do you want to have them as mid-roll? Now, here's the thing. Even if you're not monetized, you are still going to have ads on your videos. It's just that you're not earning on those ads until you get monetized. And once you do get monetized, you actually have a little bit more control over them. The next question is, can I choose where ads appear or avoid mid-roll ads altogether? Yes, you actually can choose where they appear, and you could avoid mid-roll ads altogether if that is your choice. Now, mid-roll ads give you more revenue, but some people don't want the continuity of their video disrupted. Some people don't like to have a mid-roll ad because it interrupts the flow of their video, especially if it's less than 10 minutes long. But for videos that are over 10 minutes, for sure, you should have a mid-roll ad because you've got two big sections of a video to get through, and you also want to increase your revenue. My videos, I think, are going to have to be about 10 minutes and more before I will put a mid-roll ad in. But that's my choice, and it's up to you as well. And as for choosing where they appear, yes, you do have the ability to decide where in your video you want that ad to go. There's even a button that you can click on in order to decide where your videos are going to go. I haven't played with that. I have allowed YouTube just to make that call for me because I'm pretty new at this. And so I haven't played around with that, but I can see where you can make it a very strategic choice. Question number 3, do shorts watch hours count toward monetization? And the answer is yes, but only if you have enough short hours. Now, you could be monetized with shorts alone and not with long-term video, or you could be monetized with long-term video and not shorts. They are completely separate, but if you have the criteria for both, then you could be basically earning in 2 different ways. So in order to be monetized for long form, then you need 1,000 subscribers and you need 4,000 watch hours. With shorts, you need 1,000 subscribers and 10 million views. And that sounds like a lot. But there are channels out there that shorts is all they do, and that is how they get their money. So right now, I have a few shorts out there. Are they contributing to my revenue? No, they are not. Question number 4 is, how long does it take to actually get paid after monetization? Honestly, that is kind of up to you because you have to go through all of those steps that I just finished laying out. And sometimes there might be delays, like getting that PIN number in the mail. How long does it take you to make that first $10, which triggers them sending you that PIN number? How long does it take you to get onto a Google AdSense account and fill in all the documents that you need to, including your taxes? And then how long does it take for the $100 to be raised before they will pay you? And by the way, you have to make $100 every month in order to get paid. If you don't, then that money will roll over into the next month, and then you get paid once you hit that $100 threshold. So the short answer is, as long as you get on it and meet all the requirements, you will get paid a month later. Question number 5 is, does YouTube handle taxes or do I? The bottom line is YouTube sees you as a self-employed creator. So an employer would withhold taxes. They're not our employer. We basically are contractors to them. So YouTube pays us, and as long as we have our tax paperwork done correctly, then they do not withhold any taxes. It is up to us to report this income to our respective countries and then get taxed on that amount when tax season comes. Now, for non-US citizens, I'm in Canada. It is really important that we fill out that tax form. It's a W-8-BEN form, because if you don't establish with them which country you come from, they're just going to see you as this foreign body and they will withhold taxes at that point. Next question is, what equipment did you actually start with? And you know what, guys? This. This is my iPhone. This was all I used, including the microphone in it. At one point, I did get microphones called Hollyland, but to be honest with you, I was getting really frustrated because I kept filling up the storage in my phone, and so I kind of stopped making videos. And then I thought, you know what, if I go out and get myself a DJI Osmo Pocket 3, maybe I would start making more videos. But I bought that and it sat unused for months. And one day, because I moved into this new condo, I got the idea, you know what, I'm going to do a video about this condo. And that was basically what kickstarted me getting back onto YouTube. It had nothing to do with the equipment. So the equipment I started with was very, very basic. And I know people who do their entire channel with just this. This is a gold mine. If you know how to use this, then you're golden. As for a tripod, I just had a basic tripod that you can get off Google to hold it up like this so I can just talk to it and, you know, look at the little dot. And I didn't even have a ring light for a while. I tended to use the window and natural light, which is why I look really washed out in a couple of my videos because it was too much light. So the takeaway from this is equipment is not what's going to get us going, guys. If you have a cell phone, use this and just get started. People also ask me what editing equipment I've been using. For the most part, CapCut, because I like the simplicity of CapCut. And I was doing some fun TikTok type videos before. And so I learned how to do those on CapCut. But I've been trying to learn another platform called Descript. I find the learning curve in Descript is quite a bit steeper, and I get frustrated with it sometimes. So I find I start in Descript and then export that file into CapCut and add all the overlay and the pictures and everything in CapCut. That's what I'm doing at this point. And how do I make my slides? I do them in Canva. There's a free version of Canva that works just as well. There's also a free version of CapCut. So getting started on this YouTube journey should not cost us a lot, especially if we already have a tripod and a cell phone. And the last question is, how do you plan content without sounding scripted? What I try to do is do a script just for the introduction, because I find that's where I mostly stumble over my words. And then I have an outline. So I don't read off a script hardly at all. And especially when I have slides or pictures that I'm sharing, then I'm feeding off those slides and I have a general idea in my head of what I want to say. But that's just the way I do it. I know some people who script pretty much the whole thing, but they just read it very naturally and you would never really know that it's fully scripted. And some people just off the cuff, they just pick up the phone and start talking into it. So everyone's different. What you have to do is find what's comfortable for you. Hey guys, I hope this video has been helpful and answered some of those questions. As I've said before, I am no YouTube expert, but I'm trying to figure this out and I really enjoy sharing what I've learned along the way. And I hope you enjoy what I have to say. So if this video has been helpful for you, please give it a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe, because it really does help small channels like mine. Have a wonderful day.